564 poem The Ant and the Cricket. This poem is adapted from Aesop's Fables. Aesop's Fables is a collection of fables collected to Aesop, a slave and a storyteller believed to have lived in ancient Greece between 620 and 564 BCE. Collections of Aesop fables were among the earliest books to be printed in many languages. The moral of the poem tells us about the necessity of hard work, planning and save for future. See the introduction of the poem. A cricket and an ant live in a field. The ant works hard and saves for rainy day. The cricket leads a carefree life, unmindful of the future. When winter comes to, the cricket suffers from starvation and cold. He comes to the ant and asks for food and shelter. "What were you doing in summer and spring?" asks the ant. The cricket replies that he was singing all day long. Now the ant says, "You say in summer, now go and dance in winter." So saying, he shut the door on him. Now I am going to give the explanation stanza wise. See the first stanza. A silly young cricket, accustomed to sing through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Here once there lived a foolish cricket. Here see the meaning of accustomed, used to. Sunny, summer. Gay, joyful. Here the cricket lived. It was in the habit of singing during the warm months of summer and spring. It was enjoying the pleasant nature of summer and spring. When winter came, the cricket found that his cupboard, where he used to store things, was empty because he didn't store anything. He was enjoying the summer and spring with the nice dance and singing. So the cupboard was empty. Now it started complaining. See the second stanza. Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground. Not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. So what is the complaint here? The cricket cried at his bad situation. See the crumb. The meaning of the crumb is a piece of bread. Being a winter season, the earth was covered with snow. The cricket could not see a piece of bread. There was not a single leaf or a single flower on the trees. Due to the winter season, the snow was covered. See the third stanza. "Oh, what will become, says cricket, of me? At last, by starvation and famine, made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold. Away he set off to a miserly ant to see if to keep him alive he would grant." So now he's thinking about himself. He cried and wailed. Oh, no food is available in the cupboard. Nothing is there to eat for him. What will happen to me? The cricket became wet with snow. It was shivering with cold. Finally, the extreme hunger and famine made her bold. So it set out from its place and went to an ant. But the ant was miserly and ungenerous. The cricket wanted to know whether the ant would help him to keep him alive. See here, the first three lines are about the cricket. The next two about the ant. See, away he set off. Set off. It is a phrasal verb. The meaning of the set off is started. Starvation means hunger. Famine, scarcity of food. Dripping, that means soaking. Trembling, shiver. Grant, give. Miserly, who doesn't spend, who doesn't help, is called miser. So here the boy says that in a crying, he was crying. Why? Because it doesn't have anything. The earth is covered with the snow and nothing was left to eat. So he want to know. See here, away he set off a miserly ant. He went near the ant. He want to know whether the ant would help him to alive. See the fourth stanza. Him shelter from grain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow. He'd repay it tomorrow. Here it went to the ant, and the cricket wanted to know if the mean ant would give him shelter from the rain and food to protect him from starvation. The cricket said that the ant should lend him some food grains and he would pay back the grain the next day. Repay, the meaning of repay is return. Here what it is going to return? It is going to pay back the grain. Now it is suffering from hunger. So he needs some help from the ant. So it went there and he was asking the help from the ant. See the fifth stanza. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow, says the ant to the cricket. I am your servant and friend, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. See how miserly it is. The cricket said that if the ant refused to give him food and shelter, he would die of hunger and grief. He doesn't have a food, even a single piece, a crumb of piece of bread for him to eat. So he was asking the ant to help him. So immediately the ant, on hearing this, the ant made its reply. My dear cricket, I may be your friend and servant, but we ants are not accustomed to borrowing anything from others. We don't lend anything either. Here, lend means nothing to anything. That means lending means giving or getting something from others. Here, the word used lend, not for giving and not for borrowing. So it clearly said that the ants doesn't have the habit of borrowing or lending. See the next stanza, the sixth stanza. But tell me, dear cricket, do you lay anything by when the weather was warm? Quoth the cricket, not I. See the meaning of the lay here. He lay by, that is a phrasal verb. Meaning of the lay by, keep for future use. Quote, said. Here the ant questioned to the ant wanted to know whether the cricket saved anything when the weather was fine and pleasant. The cricket said that he did not save anything. See, not I. It said that, oh, the cricket, not I. That means here the I refers to the cricket. It said it doesn't save anything. See the seventh stanza. My heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay. For all nature looked gay. You sang, sir, you say. Here the cricket replied for the question of the ant. So it says, in the pleasant summer and spring season, I was light-hearted. Here I refers to whom? To the cricket. So the cricket says that it was very light-hearted for him. So he sang day and night because the nature at its best during the season. That means it was very pleasant. So it was enjoying the nature by singing and dancing. Next, the ant was surprised. See, the two lines is given for the ant. It says, for all nature looked gay, for all nature looked gay. You sang, sir, you say. Your game is joyful. So here, the ant was surprised to hear the reply of the cricket. The cricket said, dear cricket, did you sing in summer and spring? Actually, when the time is there, we must work hard. We have to save something for future. That's why the ant was surprised here, because the cricket didn't save anything for future, for the winter season. Here, sir is referred to the cricket. See the 8th stanza. Go then, say the ant, and dance the winter away. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket, and out of the door turned the poor cricket. Flock call this a fable, I warrant it true. Some crickets have 4 legs, and some have 2. Here now the ant said, Sir, you were singing in summer. Now go and dance in winter. So saying, he shut the door on the cricket. Thus, the poor cricket was turned away. Here, the turned away, see that phrasal verb. Refused to allow somebody to a place. That is called turned away. So here, it shut the door. It didn't help the ant. And it was saying that you were enjoying the nature of summer and spring. Now the same enjoyment, go and dance. Like that it says. And see the last 2 lines. Flocks call this a fable. Flocks means here the people. Fable means story. People say that this is just a story. But actually it is true. Some crickets have 4 legs and some other crickets have 2 legs. Here the author, the poet, refers to the human beings. He says that some crickets, here cricket means an insect, isn't it? It has 4 legs, but the human have 2 legs. The poet is sarcastic about some human beings who do not save for future. He calls them 2-legged crickets. So the meanings hastily, quickly. Lifted the wicket, that means closed. Here the meaning of the wicket is small. Wicket door is given, isn't it? That is, wicket door means small door. Warrant, declare seriously. So here the poet is actually describing the human beings. Similar to the cricket, we should not waste our time and money. When the time is there, we should save it for the future. If we won't save for future, we have to suffer like a cricket.
இந்த வீடியோ பிடிச்சிருந்தா மறக்காம சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க மக்களே.